Were you surprised?
Not at all. I was kind of surprised this was the first song that blew up, but
Very proud of you, man. Can't ask for nothing no better. The best son in the world.
We was homeless, couch surfing, and she still made a way for us. You know, never missed school, never missed a meal, never missed school shopping, and never missed church.
God is good. God is good.
I'm Rfnmayne, and this is Look at the Water Hole. I'm a musician out of Columbus, Ohio, and what led me up to this point was falling in love with music at a very early age. A lot of people in my family are musically inclined, and I think it just kind of passed down to me. My mother can sing, and she put me in a choir at church, and I started singing a little bit. And I think the seed she kind of planted in me always made me love music. And I used to live in this neighborhood, and we had this record shop called Louis. And my dad would take me up there, and he would get mixed CDs and stuff with like old school R&B, rap, and all that. So I kind of got more and more in tune with music and sounds the older I got, and I just fell in love more and more as I got older. So I just stuck with it, hard work, perseverance, man. I'm right here today talking to y'all.
So where are we shooting right now? Like physically, the location?
Shit, we shooting at my daddy's house, man. We on the east side of Columbus right now.
What made you want to shoot here?
Just so y'all can see the most. I don't want to answer that.
Okay, you want me to cut that one?
No, I can answer it. I feel like a lot of my supporters really never seen me kind of like in a vulnerable state, like telling my story, talking to my parents, letting them, chime in on my story because they're a part of it, and just letting them see what's going on, man. Let them see I got real life problems just how everybody else do, man. So I really want more people to see that side of me.
Can you tell a little bit about your music career?
Yeah, so my music career, it started back in high school, 2016, man. The first time I recorded a song, I was pretty much like going to the studio off a whim. I used to freestyle a lot at school, so they used to make beats on the table, and I'd be freestyling, and then one day, I just went to the studio, and it just kind of started from there. I got a lot of attention in my school from the song that I made, and a lot of people tell me I have potential, so I just kept it going.
Speaking of getting a lot of attention off of a song, can you talk a little bit about My Baby?
It's like a series. It's like a chain of events. Like when I start the story, it's gonna sound like it got nothing to do with the song, but it all makes sense. So in the end of 2023, I lost my job, and I was pretty much getting kicked out of the place I was in, and music was like one of the last things I was really thinking about at that time. So I told myself I'm gonna get all the best songs that I recorded. I'm gonna get my friends' opinion on all the songs I've been making the past year, and I'm gonna put it all in one tape. And that was like my goodbye to music. I was basically done with it at that point. So I did that. I recorded a song in 2023. I didn't release it until like February of 2024, and I just remember waking up one day, and I was getting a bunch of phone calls from people, and they was like, "Bro, look on your Instagram." Like everybody kept saying that, so I was on Instagram, and I was on the real charts on Instagram. So you got like a top 50 like sounds for reels like across the platform, and I was in the top 10, and it was a whole bunch of celebrities just using my song. So Ari was one of the first people to use it, and when she used it, it kind of just like went crazy after that. And then more cosigns came, more streams came. I did my first show, paid show out of town that same year. It all came from just like that one song. And I remember just when I was recording that song in the back of my head, I was thinking like, like it's over with after this. Like I'm done. I was pretty much giving up after I was done with that whole project. So it worked out in my favor.
So, how did that make you feel?
Man, it made me feel like I proved a lot of people wrong. Man, I try to reach out and work with a lot of people. I try to do a lot of dope shit with other artists. A lot of other avenues I tried to take, and people kind of like turned me down, and it didn't turn me bitter or I didn't get mad at it per se. But when I got the recognition I deserved, it was like, kind of like a thank you in a way, like thanks for sleeping on me, because it made me go harder. You know what I'm saying? It made me want to be like, nah, like I could do this too. I can get a big song, or I can get attention how y'all can get attention. So people kind of like kept me on arm's length, but it worked out in the end because I was able to stay in my bubble and create something that was like really dope.
Would you say that it changed your life?
Absolutely. Yeah, that song for sure changed my life. Yeah, the experience that I got from that song, the money I made from that song, owning my music on top of that, shout out to Push Distro. Yeah, it changed my life, man. I pay bills off music, man. Shit, I ain't worked a job in 2 years.
Not because of that song though, right? Do you mind I'll cut it. Do you mind if I ask how much you actually make off of like a viral song like that?
Man, I was
You
making.
don't have to answer.
Nah, I'll tell you. I was making between like 3,000 on the low end, 8,000 on the high end every month. Yeah.
You're lying.
I swear to God, I can show you my statement.
That's crazy.
Hey, Dad. Remember I was paying my rent for a whole year off my music? I wouldn't get no other money. I wasn't getting nothing from nowhere. I'll wait till my check come every month. Every 15th of the month. I'll wait till my check come.
That's off YouTube?
All that I still make shit. I'm making like 3,200 next week off that song.
Seriously?
Swear to God.
What is that paying through the distributor?
Yeah. That's why I said shout out Push Distro.
Wow.
Yeah.
Congrats, man. I'm serious. This is the interview number 58, and I don't think I've.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show you.
Yeah. The only next closest thing is somebody who made a video that got like 500,000 views or something like that. Or no, it was maybe. That's crazy. Congratulations. I mean.
So this is from streaming. This is from all platforms. So every time a post go up, that's why I really wanted to do something like this. Keep this in here. I want to do something like this for my supporters because I wanted to put my face on this song even more, because I don't think y'all understand like the posts that people was making, the reposts, the likes, the shares, the comment. Y'all was literally like paying my bills, like real life. You know what I'm saying? Every time y'all streamed, every time y'all made all of that. You feel me? Every time you shared the song with a friend, I seen all of that. It helped me. Like real talk, like.
Can you explain to them the accident you got into and how that's affected your life?
Yeah, man. So, I'm a truck driver, Class A. I drive semis. And for all the people out there, if you watch this and you chase your dream, get your ass a trade, because that can help a lot with your career, and it can help a lot with investment, all of that. But I picked up truck driving, and unfortunately, I was at work one day, and a dumbass in another semi was driving, and I got rear-ended. So it cut my trucking career short. I was in it for about 2.5 years before that happened.
And you're on August 19th, You have back surgery?
Yeah, I'm having back surgery. I'm having discectomy. I forgot how to say this shit. But man, they fixing my back. Basically what they doing.
Do you think that's gonna help you pursue music more?
Yeah, I think trials and tribulations that, you know what I'm saying, that you go through with life, documented through music is what I chose to do. So every season comes with a different part of me when I make music. So I think that's very important for me to still work and still document and still make music, going through those emotions. Because, you know, I try to be as vulnerable as possible when I'm recording. I don't want to like hide my feelings or, you know, stop making music because I feel away or, you know, because shit, I ain't had no money in my pocket when I made the biggest song of my life. I left the studio with no money. So no matter what, man, we gonna make some music.
Wow, you're very good at explaining things. That's awesome.
Yeah.
What does ownership mean to you?
Ownership mean everything because sometimes it's not always about the money. It's about looking at something you created, looking at something that has potential to be great, and you can reach out and grab it and love it, you know, and you don't have to give it up, you know. You can always own everything you do, and I feel like that's a really big part of my process because me keeping ownership and me taking pride in my work, even when it wasn't making me money, it helped me stay clear of, you know, bad deals, you know, bad publishing deals and management deals that I turned down, you know. So taking pride in my ownership helped me make a living off of music.
You said that you've turned down labels.
Yeah.
Could you go into that?
Yeah. I turned down a few, but a few also turned me down. I want to be vulnerable about that. A lot of artists don't talk about that. It's always, you know, labels call me and I'll answer, but you know, I had labels go ghost on me. You know, like I've had labels reach out and say they could do this and that for me and then stop responding. And then I've been on the other side of that fence where I'm asking labels what they can do for me and I'm ready to sign and then I go ghost and then I don't respond. I think it's just business. Labels that did reach out, it was a decent deal. I don't think it was terrible, but I seen where that song was going and the money that they was offering me, I feel like I could have made on my own. Especially with me getting booked for shows and me having ownership of my streams and, you know, having a good partner, business partner with me. Shout out Glenn. Having him with me too. He definitely kept my head in the right space. So yeah, it's give or take with labels, man. It's give or take. It's a roller coaster, man. They'll tell you that they love your music and they love you, and then they're supposed to fly you out next week, and then you don't hear from them. That's the reality, for real. So y'all get on here and stop lying about these labels. Stop acting like they at your front door, because I done seen it happen. They do go ghost on people.
So, how does it feel to be here where you're at now?
It feel good. I feel like hard work pay off. I feel like keeping a certain type of grit and keeping a certain type of determination through a process that's really, really difficult. I mean, if you just look at the numbers and you can Google this, you can see how many tracks are uploaded to streaming platforms every day. Millions, you know. And, you know, out of all the artists, out of all the tracks that's uploaded, you know, good artists at that, you know what I'm saying? You know, I was one of the ones that stuck out, you know. So that means everything to me. It doesn't bring an arrogance, it really brings a humble attitude. you know, because whatever that they liked about me, I'm trying to keep it going. So I like it. I like it a lot. I'm glad I stuck through.
So, Columbus. Can you tell me what the city means to you?
That's a that's a tricky question. I can't tell you what Columbus mean to me because Columbus ain't tell me what I meant to them. I don't. It's like a love-hate relationship here. I don't really get a lot of. I got some supporters. I do have a decent amount of people that's tapped in with me, but a lot of the money I made off streaming and shows and bookings and features, that's been out of town. Like a lot of out of town spots treated me like I felt like my city was supposed to treat me like, you know. But they did play me on the radio, so let me not dish y'all like that. They did play me on the radio. I give y'all that. You know what I'm saying? But shit, outside of that, I don't know. They Columbus got their picks. I mean, they know who they want to be the face of the city. So that's a whole other interview. For real.
What do you think?
About what?
What do you think it'll the Columbus music scene needs to be able to give more people the opportunity to blow up like that and make money from it, like in Columbus?
I think it needs structure. We need a lot of discipline. It's a touchy subject, man, because it's there's a lot of bloodshed that go on between, certain parts of town and certain cliques and groups and all that. So it's easier said than done, you know. But I think if we get a more disciplinary kind of like system going with more in-house studios, more in-house producers, more in-house cameramen, I think that'll be really good for us. I think what works for other cities is they make it look cool to be where they're from, So I think if we was to adopt that same attitude and take pride in being from where we from, not just Columbus but just Ohio period, I think we would get a little more attention.
What would you say is the biggest lesson you've learned in all your life?
The biggest lesson I learned?
Mm-hmm.
Patience. My dad used to tell me that all the time, patience. Good thing. What's that saying? Good things come to those that wait. Answer scripture. Write the vision down and make it plain. Even though it may tarry, it will come at a point in time. So I learned a lot of patience. A lot of patience. And I was in the military, so that's a lot of patience too. If anybody ever been to the military, hurry up and wait.
What do the next steps in your career look like?
The next steps look like relocating. I'm ready to venture off and meet some new people. I got millions of streams in places that I never even been in. They play me in clubs in other cities I never even been to. So I think I want to show my face more. I have a really strong fan base in the South, and I think that's really my next move. I think I did all I could do in Columbus, man. Ain't no spot I ain't did. Ain't no place I ain't perform at. Ain't no engineer I ain't recorded with. Ain't no video man I ain't shot with. So I love it, but I would really like to see where my career would go if I was to relocate and get into a different space of people who actually love it how I do.
Do you have plans to move, or even just,
Yeah,
thoughts?
yeah. I got plans to move. For sure. I think trying to be in the entertainment industry, coming from somebody who's born and raised in Ohio, the more deep into it you get, the more you realize that location plays a big part in your success. We do have the internet, and don't get me wrong, I blew up off the internet, so I can vouch for that. But it kind of it hits different when you in a space to where the artistry and everything surrounded around the entertainment business is really prevalent in wherever city that you in. I feel like certain artists do what I do and make good songs, but they're in cities to where that gets embraced more. In Columbus, I don't. It's a coin flip. They kind of choose who they want to, tell a good job to. When you go to other places, it's just like it's more of a supporting kind of more supportive cast, I would say. Way more supportive people, way more business oriented people too.
So, I'm coming up on.
You killed that coat.
You said what?
So you killed that coat.
They're too good.
Yeah.
It's fucked up. Also, what you're doing phenomenally. It's great. Hell yeah, man. So I'm coming up on around 60 artists interviewed, and as I said, you having a massive blow up song like that is unique.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what everybody who makes music wants.
Yeah.
So why do you think it was you instead of so many millions and millions of other people who are trying to do that?
That's a beautiful question, man. I couldn't even tell you. For real. Shit, I still question it sometimes. Man, I would just say God. That's the only logical answer I could tell anybody who asks me about it. Cause to be able to stick out like a sore thumb like that, man, with no real funding, no label, no team, like the amount of cosigns I got from like real celebrities, like this ain't just your favorite IG model. These are real celebrities that's posting my music, singing it, like I'm in, I'm in famous strip clubs getting played on the at the DJ booth, and I ain't even there, So, man, that was God, bro. There's no other way to explain that. The internet moved fast, but how many times we see a song that was moving and we don't catch up until months, sometimes years later, and we didn't see it. So the fact that everybody was able to see that, I got a real big light on that song. That was definitely God. And the way it happened, I was getting into it with my manager. I was about to quit again. I woke up trending. I went to bed and woke up trending. True story. Woke up and checked my phone. I was everywhere. I was blogs. I was on all the platforms. My phone was going crazy. Like, I woke up and everything was just worked out all at one time. It was really scary. As I know, I feel like a higher power got something to do with that. For sure.
If you had to title your life like a movie, what would the title be? No rush on that answer. I know that's I know you got to think on that one, so no rush.
That's fire. That's a fire question, though. That's a fire ass.
Do you care if I unplug this and plug this in?
Bro,
Thank you.
Damn, that was a good question. You got me thinking now.
Please take your time because I know how difficult it is because every video I think of a title. so I'm just this is me trying to collaborate and share the workload.
Man, I can't think what movie title. I gotta come up with my own movie title.
Yeah. What would you like?
What would I name it?
You die, and the movie year from now comes out about your entire life. Shows everything that you wanted people to know the whole time.
The whole time. What would I name it? Damn. Shit, the Book of Maine. Some shit like that. I don't know. I don't know. Something with a strong message about perseverance. It gotta be something centered around that. I probably gotta look up some words or something. I don't know. I can't get that straight off my head like that. I ain't gonna lie.
Why something related to perseverance?
Shit, I think that's been the number one. That's like the determinant factor in my life, whether I was gonna keep going or not. And shit, I kept going every time. I think that's probably that'd probably be like the biggest message in my movie. If I was to make one, that'd be the biggest message. Just keep going. I feel like everything. A moving man will meet his luck. Ooh, I think that's the name of the movie. That's the name of the movie. A moving man will meet his luck. Yeah, we gonna name it that on everything. Yeah, that's fine.
Took everything in me not to interrupt there. A moving man will meet his luck. Damn, I'm not gonna lie. That was kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Do you think that before you pass, you'll be able to recreate it?
Yeah. I gotta start documenting more. I feel like I miss if I was really like a real social media like blogging documentary type shit, like y'all would see a lot more cool shit for real that I'll be doing. So I gotta start documenting. We started with this now though. This is the first piece of me documenting more and more as I go.
So what's next for you in life?
What's next for me in life? Shit, man. Getting the bros together. Sharing business ideas. Trying to share some of this knowledge that I got about just monetization. Trying to get everybody on the same page. I really do believe in teamwork. I really love camaraderie. I love brotherhood. So I think that's like my most important step right now. Because you really can't do none of this by yourself. So that's probably my biggest task right now. Trying to get a solid team around me. I got a couple members, but I kind of I wanted to expand just a little bit more.
So why? Like, there's so many people who would give everything just to be able to like do nothing.
Yeah.
Chill, not have to go to work and clock in.
Yeah.
So why do you want that?
I think because I found something I love. Once you find something you love, you never work a day in your life. So, this not work to me. Like staying up, hours and hours recording. Figuring out business plans, figuring out what works and what doesn't work. Even down to writing music, reaching out to people. That's not work to me. Especially because I'm living in proof that that does work. You know, every time I hit a roadblock, I can go and look at my streams and look at the people that I talk to and look where I came from. And I can see like, everything has a reason behind it. So,
as long as it got music attached to it, I don't look at it as work because I love what I do. So I don't even be tripping for real.
Do you think that you made it?
Nah, I don't think I made it. I think I did something a lot of people don't do. And I'm definitely in that like 1 percentile of, like up and coming artists. But as far as me saying I made it, like, nah. I gotta bring like a plaque home or something. I gotta bring something like, I gotta bring an accolade home that nobody can take away from me. Because they can take away streams if they wanted to. They can spike the song, you know what I'm saying? Strike the song down, or some people might have a grief with the song and might say, oh, you only did that because it did this. But once you bring that plaque home, that gold, platinum, whatever the fuck you bring home, that's a different type of feel. You can't take this. You can't take my plaque from me. You say what you want. You know what I'm saying?
Where would you put the plaque?
See, I'll probably keep it at my dad's house for real. I ain't gonna lie. Probably put it in his room or something. He can look at it. Probably do that, yeah.
So, do you feel like you're ready to die?
Whoa.
Like if you died tomorrow, like say you're, I don't know, what's one of those things that would kill you instantly? Like, I don't know, you had a heart attack or something.
Yeah.
Only because I can't remember whatever. There's like air in your brain or something.
Let me knock on wood. But shit, hell no, I ain't ready to die. I got shit to do. Shit. I got, you know what I'm saying? My nephew ain't start Little League yet or nothing. Hey, it's too soon. It's way too soon. I ain't drove a Rolls Royce yet. I ain't even been out the country yet. I got a bucket list, before I be like, all right, I'm ready, you know what I'm saying? But, hell no, I ain't ready to die. Even if I do, shit, my music gonna live on, so I was like, fuck it. If, prematurely, which I don't think that's gonna happen though.
Well, have you always wanted people to know, but have never found the time to tell them?
It's a lot of things I wanted people to know. I think the biggest thing was like really like my personality. I think I kind of just, the aesthetic that I put on my socials, especially having a song towards women. I got like this real cool, laid back kind of, player vibe, but in real life, bro, like I'm, you know what I'm saying, I crack jokes, you know what I'm saying, like I'm, I laugh and cry, you know what I'm saying, like I don't want nobody to think I'm just like this brick wall or something, because I don't post a lot of vulnerable shit that I go through, or I don't like post my feelings, or I don't speak on topics or how I feel about this or how I feel about that. So I think I really want people to know about me more. I want to be more relatable, on the personality side of things, because I think that opens up another community outside of music, that you can relate to.
One of the things that I hope for with these interviews is that 100 years from now, people can watch them to see what artists were like 100 years ago. Can you tell me what the world looks like to you right now?
Damn, bro, these some fire ass questions. Shit, the world look fast right now, man. It look fast. Yeah, I think. Damn, that's a good question. It's really fast paced. The world is really fast paced right now. The social media sped a lot of things up. I think a little sense of reality left for a good portion of people. Kind of like in a daze a little bit. Uh, shit. The world, I mean, shit, I want to say it look fake, low key right now. I mean, shit, some of this shit ain't real sometimes. Shit, you got artificial intelligence, man. You know, all these different people portraying different lifestyles, man. The world is fast, man. And the world makes you, it either it's going to want to make you keep up or it's going to make you go in hiding. Either you're going to be a civilian or you're going to try to be everything you want to be. I feel like it ain't no in between no more. They cut out the middle class. So you're going to get rich or you're not.
What can people expect in the near future from you regarding music?
I say a lot of really fun, like a real fun kind of like sound, more relatable sound. I'm really trying to get into trying to get back in my creativity space where, you know, like, if, you know, you can look this up, some of my old videos, you know, we did like soul and train lines, we did pool parties, you know, we don't wore tuxedos and costumes, you know. So I'm trying to get back to that space of, you know, creativity. So I think that's what y'all will most likely see here in the next couple months to a year for sure.
How much music have you released in the last year?
Shit, I dropped Extra Jiggy Deluxe, Red Heart Emoji. Oh, I'm tripping. Extra Jiggy Deluxe, 7 questions Deluxe. Then I went Red Heart Emoji. Then I went Main Event, and then I went Main Event Deluxe. So I got about 6 projects in the past year.
Really? The past year alone?
Yeah, past year about 6 projects. Yeah.
How much time a week would you say you spend working on your music career?
It's like tricky because I work every day of the week on music, but sometimes I might only be in the studio, you know, 5 hours out of that whole week. But, you know, the rest of the hours in the week was, you know, spending money on promo, you know, trying to get more shows, you know, writing music, reaching out to other artists, you know, playing the shoots, playing the stuff like this, you know. So it's, you know, I treat my house like a workshop pretty much. Everything I do is just wake up, music. If music is gonna be somewhere in my day, it's gonna be some type of music stuff going on, you know. So, you know, I do got days, you know, I got slow seasons, you know. It's like having a real business, you know. You gonna have days where, you know, nobody call you back, you know, or your streams might drop, you know. Venues don't reach back out to you, you know. But I mean, you know, it come with the territory.
If you would have asked yourself as a kid if you thought you would be able to blow up off music like that, what do you think you would have said?
How young are we talking?
We'll say ask your 7-year-old self this and then your 16-year-old self.
My 7-year-old self would have told you I would have been in the NFL. That's crazy. I'm gonna come back to that because when I was 7, I wrote a rap about being in the NFL. But 16-year-old self probably would have been like, shit. He probably would have been geeked as hell for real. He probably would have been excited.
No, if you asked him.
Oh, if I asked him, not if I told him. If I asked him.
Yeah, if he thought.
I think he probably would have said yeah. He probably would have been like, "What about football?" But you know what I'm saying. But shit, if I was able to show him, everything that I deal with music now, talking to my 16-year-old self, he'll probably chip the fuck up. Damn, that's crazy you said that. That was 10 years ago.
What is the most important thing in the world to you?
Shit, my nephew. Probably my nephew for real. Yeah. I love that little boy, man.
How many things do you value more than you value your own life?
How many things do I value more than I value my
Yeah,
own
like,
life?
is that list long? What do you think?
I don't know what I value more than my own. I feel like, shit, my life is priceless. There's not a lot of things I value over my own life. It's things I'm willing to risk my life for. I really can't say something is more valuable than my life. Nothing is more valuable than anybody's life, you know. You only live one time. So I wouldn't put any type of value over any type of life. Unless we talking about spiders or something like that. Or gnats, some shit, roaches, you know. I would say kill them.
What advice do you think those millions of people out there who are trying to get a taste of what you got, what advice do you want them to hear from you?
Never stop making good music. Do not fall into trends. Don't dye your hair. You know what I'm saying? Don't turn into a comedian. None of that shit. Make good music and work on your craft. Good music will live on. You know, good music, good tunes live forever. You know, focus on making good music. Also, I hope I'm not, bending any rules or nothing. I don't know if who's watching this is gonna be religious, but I don't know who you believe in, but shit, believe in somebody. Miracles do happen, like you can work hard for what you want and wake up, and it could be right in your vision. I'm a living proof of that. I think don't lose yourself, don't shy away from the process of what got you there. Really, 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 really invest in yourself. I went the, kind of the career way with it. Ended up, getting a trade and put all my money towards my music. So, I don't know what type of occupation people do, but man, you should be spending a lot of money on your craft, man. Don't be cheap with nothing. You know what I'm saying? No cheap video shoots. You know what I'm saying? No cheap promos. Whatever the best engineer in whatever city you in, make sure you go see him. Whoever got the best sound, best camera, that's who you need to be working with. Presentation is everything. Invest in your wardrobe, invest in your aesthetic. Anything that you feel like will make you stick out, do it. Shit. Pretty much it, man. And pray in the process.
What do you think is your biggest regret?
My biggest regret?
Mm-hmm.
Probably not going to play college football. Probably one of my biggest regrets.
You could have?
Yeah.
What'd you play?
Play defensive end. A little bit of left tackle. Shit, being 6'4", 260 pounds, shit, I never know. I could be somebody's left guard right now. Somebody's DN or something, shit, I don't know. I think I missed out on that college experience, and I just hit the ground running with my music. Looking back at it, of course, it's worth it because, I'm I'm going places with it, but that's probably one of my only regrets, I would say, because I feel like the music was always gonna be there no matter what. Because you know it was always gonna be a part of me. You know, I kind of had a time limit on football. You know something that physical. You know, you kind of gotta go at it while you got the youth and you got the resources to do so. You know, with music, I could stop for a year and come back and just get right to it, whether it work out or not. You know, but yeah, I definitely I miss suiting up, man. I miss coming out the tunnel on game day. I miss practice. Yeah. I miss getting yelled at and shit. I miss weight room. I miss all that. I miss everything about football.
Still, though, it's pretty crazy probably thinking about how many people in the NFL dream of having a song that would blow up.
Shit, yeah, it's rappers. It's college stars turn rappers. You know what I'm saying? Shit, there's some people who dropped out of college and try to pursue something in entertainment. And you got some people that, you know, I don't know what you want to call them, investors. You know, some people, you know, get to where they're going to go and then, you know, invest in music. But long story short is, being an artist is important because you can't escape music. You wake up to music, you go to sleep to music. You get in your car, you hear music. You watch a movie, you hear music. You know, everything you do got a tune attached to it, whether it got lyrics or not. So I feel like I'm cool with my choice. I'm cool with the route I went on. I love it.
All right. To wrap it up, would you say any last words that you'd wish they'd hear from you?
I think my last words is really just a appreciation. Like I said, I hope people who listen to my music hears this and, you know, they tap in with me because I really appreciate y'all. You know, you guys were y'all was the breaking point. Not the breaking point, but the, what you call that? Y'all were like y'all got me through the door basically, you know. Like being loyal to that song, you know, sending it to your friends and posting it and telling other people about my music, you know, that was everything for me. So that's what I want everybody to hear. Big shout out to y'all. I wouldn't be here without supporters. I wouldn't be here without, you know, the repost, the likes, the comments, you know, like y'all are everything, you know, to me. If y'all see this. I know, right? I didn't think it was gonna be this loud.
Are you Dylan shot this?
No, different one. Different white shooter. Could you say your social medias out for anybody who might be driving or something?
Oh yeah, Rfnmayne with 2 E's, so Rfnmayne on Instagram, and Rfnmayne on all other platforms: Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, Threads, all that. I don't know what you use, but yeah, it's Rfnmayne everywhere.
All right. Well, thank you so much if you listened and made it this far. Episode 58. Look at the water.
So damn, that was my jersey number in high school.
Really?
Yeah,
It's a sign.
58.
Drink water and thank you for listening to the whole thing.
Let's
Bye.
do it.
All right. Could you say who you are and how you know RFN?
My name's Solo. Long-term friend. Known him since high school, freshman year. So, high school teammate. Yeah. Yeah, that's how I know.
When did you learn that he makes music?
What was it like? Junior year, going into senior year summer. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So that's about like 2017. Yeah.
So when did you find out like of his song that blew up?
My baby.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, his algorithm, my algorithm, or whatever. Like, so like when he posts, I see it.
Yeah.
Once I seen Ari posted it, I'm like, oh yeah, okay. Then who else posted it? It was another female. But it was like one of them little Instagram people. So I'm like, damn, okay, it's blowing. Then I'm talking to some people. I'm looking at their story. They don't know him from a can of paint. It's blunt, like they got it on their story, on their highlights. So I'm just like, okay, my boy doing this thing. So yeah,
Were you surprised?
not at all. I was kind of surprised this was the first song that blew up, but feel me, he definitely, yeah. Yeah, for
Hell
sure.
yeah. Any last thing you want to say about him?
Shit. Was whoever's willing to work with him, work with him. Like he ain't cocky, he's humble. Feel like a lot of people may think he's cocky, but he's not cocky. He, feel me, he's a good dude. Yeah, man. Everybody tune in, man. Stop acting like y'all can't support somebody from especially your own city, which I don't get, but yeah.
I'm a big R fan.
And how do you know RFN?
That's my youngest son. That's
What-
baby R fan.
What could you say about him that you think people might not know?
He's a great gentleman and a great person. For the people who don't know him, and he's a damn good artist.
Were you surprised when his song blew up?
Not really, because I always had faith and confidence in him. From when I heard his first song from day one, you know, I.
What age was he when you first heard him rap?
When I first heard him rap, I think he was 17. Yeah,
Are you proud of him?
very proud of him, man. Can't ask for nothing no better. The best son in the world. Respectable, mannerable, you know, all of above, you know. Yeah. And I know his day is going to come far as a lot of major exposure. It's going to come his way, you know.
He got it all from you?
Not all from me. He got a lot of his musical talent from his mother. Yeah.
Anything else you'd like the people to know about him?
Not too much more. I think I summed it up on the person that he is and the man hey, he has become and everything, you know. All A's all across the board. Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
I
thank
got
you.
2 beautiful kids, man. I can ask for no better. You know, so very blessed. Very blessed.
Thank you so much. Is there anything else that you'd like to say?
He on his way to the top. That's all I gotta say. He on his way.
That man got a great story, man. Unfortunately, I witnessed him. He got shot when I was 7 years old. I witnessed it as a kid, you know what I'm saying? And I watched him persevere through all that, through therapy and all that. You know, it was a real rough time for the family, but, you know, he's still here. That's a part of his story. That's part of our story. So I'm glad that he's here to watch me do great things. I'm glad that he's still here living and breathing. And I got my grandma right here, too. Grandma, say what's up.
No, I'm just proud of you. No. They worried me to death.
What's up? What you hit me for? And we got my sister right here. She a nurse.
Oh.
And we got little Sandman right here.
Oh, this is mini-me.
Where's they go? Yeah, get him on camera because he ain't want to be. Go in there and get him. Go in there and get him. Hey, tell him what's on the pants, bro. Yeah, what's on the pants? This brother, my brother just had a baby. He just had my niece. This is my mom right here. We just bothered her in her room.
Hello. Oh.
Is there anything you'd like to say about him? You'd like the people know about him?
I am very proud of him. Music has been in his life for a long time. I should have known.
I did not say that.
I should have known he was going to do something because he had this little keyboard and it was this one beat and this one sound he would play just to go to the bathroom. So he had his own little bathroom theme music. Um, he led songs in the kids choir at church. I'm a vocalist, so it was born in him. He was born
She
with
can
it,
sing, but she didn't teach me how to sing though.
and he can sing too. At least he can stay on key.
And I was downstairs telling them too about the situation with my dad, what happened when I was a kid, and I just want to give a shout out to this woman because we was homeless, couch surfing, and she still made a way for us. Never missed school, never missed a meal, never missed school shopping, and never missed church.
God is good. God is good.
Nah, God is good. God is good. But yeah, that's all we got for TP right now. I ain't gonna have her tell y'all how about I was selling dope, but we'll say that for another story.
All right. Thank you for tuning in to episode 58. Catch you next time.